Right now at 7, developing in New Jersey. The search for the shooter who opened fire on a father and his 2 little boys. This morning, we have the latest on this deadly shooting investigation as neighbors and loved ones cope with what they're calling senseless violence.
Plus, we're on storm watch again. A very powerful system bringing heavy rain, strong winds, and possible thunderstorms. And yeah, it's heading our way. Storm Team Force Raphael Miranda tracking that storm, when it's expected to arrive, and the impact it'll have on our region.
Good morning to you. Welcome to Weekend Today in New York. I'm Gus Rosendale.
And I'm Pat Battle. Yeah, this is the last weekend before Christmas. Christmas Eve's next weekend, right? A week from today, right? Christmas Eve. So if you got stuff to do today, you might want to get out and do it early because there's some nasty weather headed our way. Here's Raphael Miranda with the first look. Raph.
Yeah, you can get your stuff done in the afternoon, Pat, but you'll need the rain gear for that. Thankfully, the winds don't become dangerous and the rain, it's not a flooding rain, probably until the overnight hours. That's the good news in terms of the timing. The bad news is it'll affect your Monday morning commute, and as you're waking up, things could be drastically different outside. Live Storm Tracker 4 not picking up any rain just yet. The red sweep scanning the skies from our Rutgers University radar site there. It'll be very busy in about 12 hours or so as rain becomes much more widespread, but we're going to ease into it today. But the flood threat is significant and it's gotten worse since yesterday. You can see all of these areas in yellow, including New York City, New Jersey, more likely to see that stream and flash flooding problems that we're going to see tonight with that very heavy rain into Monday morning. That includes Westchester, Fairfield, parts of western Long Island. Now out east across Suffolk County, it looks like we may not see quite as much rain there. The flood threat a bit lower there for our friends and especially east end of Long Island. Rain returns today gradually. We see some showers popping around the middle of the day. They become a bit more widespread for the middle of the afternoon. And by dinner time tonight, most of us are seeing rain. It turns heavy around 11 o'clock and midnight, and that's when we start to get soaked. Rain and wind, the winds really ramp up, and all of a sudden they're gusting between 40 and 60 miles per hour for coastal locations, potentially causing damage and power outages there. And tomorrow morning, it's rain and wind. The rain tapers off by the middle of the commute there to lighter showers, but it stays breezy all day, mild as well with temperatures in the 60s. We'll have much more on the coastal flood threat coming up in just a few minutes. Pat and Gus, over to you.
All right, Raph, thank you. Well, that same storm system that Raphael's talking about is already causing a mess in Florida. This is video that was taken overnight at the Juno Beach Pier. It's not far from West Palm Beach. You can just see how strong the waves were. The storm stretched all the way up the Sunshine State. Nearly 62 million people across the East Coast, by the way, facing a flood threat, a potential threat today into tomorrow. That happening today, that incoming rain is not going to slow down any early holiday activities.
Early being the key word there. That includes the popular holiday open streets here in Midtown Manhattan. And that's where we find Weekend Today. New York's Miles Miller. Miles, a lot of anticipation for today's event, considering last week's was canceled due to the weather.
That's right.
All right, our thanks to Joe. We'll see you at a few. And still more ahead from us this Sunday morning.
Including one last look at the forecast with Raphael Miranda and an update on that big storm heading our way. You're watching Weekend Today in New York.
So we do know the rain is coming, but we do have some time as well.
Yeah, we have some dry hours ahead. The afternoon is when the rain starts to push in. It's going to be mainly light at first, but we'll see those scattered showers through the afternoon into around dinner time. It's overnight tonight. The heaviest rain from, say, midnight to 6 or 7 a.m. The setup is there for a problematic Monday morning commute with that heavy rain causing flooding. 2 to 3 inches of rain, likely isolated spots north and west of New York City. You could see 3 to 4 inches. And the winds are going to be dangerous as well, gusting between 30 and 60 miles per hour. Same time frame, overnight into the early Monday morning commute. Coastal flooding is also something we're watching, especially heading into Monday afternoon. We have a high wind warning in effect for those dangerous winds. Take in the holiday decorations along the coast, especially down the Jersey Shore and Long Island. We've got those winds gusting up to 50 miles per hour. 61 is the high tomorrow, so it's mild with that rain and wind. It's all gone by Tuesday, and then it's chilly for the rest of the week.
Seasonal. Thanks, Raph. Sunday Today's next.
And we will see you back here at 9:30.
I want them to be focused on how to save civilian lives.
Our courage is stronger than any Russian hostility.
I was extremely irresponsible with my finances.
Good morning and welcome to Sunday Today on this December 17th. I'm Joe Fryer in for Willie this morning. For the second weekend in a row, a massive storm is making life miserable for tens of millions of people